succulent update is long due, especially these two jade plants I have here, and which were gently brought to me by my subscriber Teresa, all the way from Texas. And I'm so pleased with them. They are growing very well, and they are very beautiful. They are variegated, although in a different way, growing new leaves, branching. They are in big pots, although they are slow growing species. They will grow faster if they have space for the roots to grow. They had already quite a root ball when I moved them from the community pot to these ones. So this is the one, beautiful variegation, and this is slightly different variegation, also new leaves. They are quite beautiful, and also branching. They are very nice. Thank you again, Teresa. I'm so glad you brought them to me. And I have another jade plant here. This is a regular jade plant, non-variegated, but it also has these tinges around when it is in the sun. These jade plants are slow growers, but they are quite nice plants. And now I would like to talk to you about this one here. I don't know if you remember when I bought it some time ago. I had quite a difficulty in finding the name of this one. I looked everywhere and nothing. I was looking for a plant with 3 leaves per node, with the gray leaves, with the reddish tinge all around, trailing plant, and couldn't find it. And all of a sudden I spot it, and this is what it is. Hope you can see it. It's an unpronounceable name. It's usually called October Daphne because it blooms in October, around October. But in the whole, this is a sedum. It used to be sedum. It was moved to another genus, but no problem, still a sedum. Although it has a new name, the old names are still valid as synonyms. And apparently this is a big sedum, and all big sedums were moved to this new genus, Ilotelefion. It's unpronounceable. Anyway, this seems to be a very big plant, and it has a few characteristics. This species is native to Japan, and it blooms with bright pink flowers in the fall. And this is a deciduous plant, so it dies back in the winter to the rootstock, but will reshoot again in the spring because this is a perennial. This is beautiful Pashiveria glauca. It is blooming with very beautiful flowers. The only thing is that the leaves drop very easily, but no problem, because they stay in the vase and they resprout and make new plantlets. The flowers are not very big, but have beautiful colors. Let's see them. They are beautiful, aren't they? I especially love the contrast of the blue sepals with the pink petals. They are really beautiful. Can you remember when I showed you this vase for the first time? You can see it on the screen now on the left, and this one on the right for a moment, so you can see the difference. The plants are the same. Can you notice anything different? The difference is this plant here. I didn't know its name. Turns out this is Sedum album. I knew it was a sedum, I just didn't know the specific name. Sedum album. It's a good name for it. Sedum album. Album means white. Beautiful, isn't it? And it's now in bloom. And it's so much bigger. First because it has spread a lot. This spreads very, very fast. And also because the blooms, these are the spikes, the blooming spikes. And they grow this big, which means the plant looks much bigger. And isn't this wonderful? These are the flowers, characteristic of sedums, star-shaped like this. Aren't they nice? Only a few are open. Only a few, but still very beautiful. Still a very beautiful show. Turns out this is a species that grows in the wild in my country. It's native to Southern Europe. And the thing is, we call this the roof rice, or rice on the roof, because they look like the grains of the rice, and also because it is common on old houses on the roof tiles. And as a matter of fact, I have an old picture I took from a roof where this species was growing, and that picture has about 15 or more years, and I'll show it to you. So here we can see the photos I took of sedum album growing on a tile roof. The stems and the leaves have a pinkish coloration due to the heat and the fact that they have no humidity except for an occasional night dew. Even so, the flowers are abundant and plants look quite vigorous. That's an interesting fact of nature. Still, there is something I want to show you. These are the two sedums I bought yesterday. This one in bloom is a bit similar to the other one. Different coloration on the leaves. Same type of flowers, although they are yellow. This is Sedum acre. It's a lovely plant too. I like this type of sedum. And this one here is Sedum rupestre, like this. This will also bloom with a yellow flower. They're quite nice. They were bone dry, poor things, and they were in the darkest place in the supermarket. I was glad to save them. There were others there, but I guess I have them. And it's not easy to find this type of plants, not all the time. So, although they were not exactly cheap, I bought them anyway. When I find a plant that I like, I just buy them, unless if it is really too much for me. And this is it for today. This is all I had to show you. I'll be back shortly. Have a nice week. Bye.